if you're a trader, what I'm going to show you right now is going to completely blow your mind. Of course, no financial advice. I am building the Tik Trader platform, which is a complete, not yet released trading platform that will completely change the game. It will turn everyone into a hedge fund. Why do we need this? Well, if you're a trader, you're probably trading completely wrong, right? Or you're using these so-called indicators, which are lagging indicators. MA, RSI, MACD, they are all lagging indicators, which basically means that if they tell you to take a trade, long or short, it's already too late, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is all these platforms, they don't give you real-time information. Well, if you need to take a trade, you need to be reactive, right? And how can you be reactive if you only receive your data once every 5 minutes? That's basically completely BS, right? And the next thing is you have the price action traders, which probably is something you do, is you're going to base yourself based on the price, on the candles, and a candle is nothing more than just a representation of a price movement in a certain resolution, right? For example, these are 1 minute candles, right? And you could say, whoa, look at this, Anthony, this is a beautiful green candle and we are going up. Yeah, that's true. But you don't know, the only thing you know is the price movement and the volume behind it. But it doesn't tell you anything, right? What you need to know is what is the main driver behind a movement of a price. How do you know that? Well, you need to know order book information, and that's something what is lacking in the industry, right? So basically, let me show you some couple of demos that will blow your mind. The first thing is, for example, I'm going to keep it very simple. You as a trader, you have no coding experience, but you want to make something cool here. You want to have some more insights. You want to see how many trades are being taken at a certain in real time. Right? Actually in real time, which eventually will resolve into your resolution on your chart here. Well, it's very simple. We're going to open up the blueprints. It's the blueprints panel, which is basically a new concept that is being introduced by Tik Trader itself, me, actually. So we're going to create a new blueprint. I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to say trade counter. Like this, we're going to give it a description, trade counter, doesn't really matter here. We're going to make a new blueprint, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new plot, right? Then we're going to take here, this menu is going to change, guys, don't worry. I know it's a little bit buggy, but I'm going to change it very soon. So we're going to take here the trade count, right? The trade count, I'm going to put this into the input. You can see you as a no coder, no problem. No code at all, right? And then we're going to take here a color, boom, it's blue, which probably is not going to work, but it's fine. We're going to save this thing, right? We're going to save this simple blueprint, right? And then we're going to start it here. It's very important. We're going to start this, boom. If we open up this panel here, this F, which is basically a computational function, to be honest, and we click this, we can see that the trade counter is running. We can click this eye icon here, boom, and it's going to basically give you directly these trades in real time, right? You can see the value above my screen here, here actually is going to change in real time, right? So now you can see in your candle how many trades that are being taken in real time. Very important, right? You can see that it's going down here, but it will grow up. So actually a bar chart would be a little bit more appropriate here, but hey, that's what it is for now. So that's that, but it doesn't stop here, right? So we have access to a lot of more drivers, right? So we can go to blueprints, right? You can import the one you have to change it, no problem. Each time you add this, each time you start this, you can start it with different values, right? So you're going to have multiple blueprints that are basically originating from the same, but with multiple values. Perfectly fine. So we can make a new one here. For example, let's do spread or something, but the spread is going to stay the same forever. So we're going to not do this. So let's do a simple thing. Let's do candle high plus, actually, to be honest, let's do candle close plus 2, something like that. I'm going to do some weird description here. So yes, boom, don't waste any time. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an expression, right? We're also going to make a plot here. I'm also going to make a variable, right? For example, this is going to be the candle plus 2, just like that. I'm going to put this thing in here, the output in here. Of course, we need a color here, no problem. Hop, color, put this in here. Then we're going to take a built-in which is going to be, please this menu, man, the close here, candle close, put it in here. Then we're gonna have an operator, which we're gonna take the add operator, which is plus, right? Adding two numbers together. And then we're gonna make a value, a float, right? For the people that don't know what a float is just a decimal number, right? And I'm gonna say 2 here, right? And then I'm gonna put this into this thingy and this to the input, right? So it's very simple. You can see the candle close plus 2, give it a variable name, put it into a plot, give it a color, save this thing, and we're gonna start this, right? So now we're gonna see here the candle close plus 2, and we're gonna add this to the chart. And you're gonna see that directly going to give you real-time information about your blueprint, right? And like I said, it could be anything. You have access to liquidations, volumes, trade counters, order book, best bid, best ask. You have open interest. You have access to the whole shebang. So you can make it as complex as you want, and it's all real time. That basically means that you're gonna get this information in real time, right? Of course, now the price movement is not too big, so you're not gonna see any crazy stuff going on here, but that's fine. So very important is here that if you are two things, if you are not a coder, what you can do is you can make an alert, right? And this is not a simple alert you already know, like for example, if the price is going above a certain point or when there is a certain price movement in percentages. No, you can basically select a blueprint as the trigger of your alert, which basically means that you can open up, that you can, for example, this, let's take this computational thing here, right? The result, this is a plot, but what you can do is make an alert here, right? Values, rules, alert, right? Which is going to be a conditional, right? And it's going to alert you that. It does not need to be, this is a plot actually, to be honest, what the hell am I doing? You could make it a stream, right? And a data stream is basically just a result, right? For example, you do some computations here in your blueprint, and you're gonna put the result into the input of your data stream, and that is going to be sent over an alert, which could be a condition, right? True or false, or it's going to be sent over WebSockets for if you are into coding algorithmic strategies yourself, if you have experience with coding. And how does that work? Well, it's very simple. You can see here that we have these IDs of our blueprints, right? So what we could do is we can, for example, this trade counter, I'm going to copy this, right? So I'm going to copy the trade counter. I'm going to my program here. Let me show you. I already have something running here, right? So I'm going to subscribe to my own blueprint, right? I'm going to paste that in. This is the ID of my blueprint. Let me make this a little bit bigger, right? And then I'm going to run this program, right? So now I'm subscribed to my own blueprint, and now I get all these values in real time over WebSockets. And this is never seen before because it's very important, very powerful, because you can make a lot of blueprints. For example, a blueprint for Bitcoin on Binance, a blueprint for Ethereum on KuCoin or on Bybit, and you can subscribe to all these blueprints together, and you will receive all that information over one WebSocket into your program, or over your alerts if you cannot, if you're not into coding, right? That's the thing. The cool stuff is that you can actually remove these, right? Which basically means that you don't see them on the chart. You can actually close. I'm going to close this chart here, right? But I'm still going to receive these values over WebSockets because it's all on the server, right? It's not on the client. It basically means you can turn off your computer, sip margaritas on the beach, and you will still get your notifications on your cell phone or whatever you want, right? Or your programs will still run. If you have them, right? That's the thing. So that's basically it. There's like I said, it's still in alpha. If you are interested in testing this, you can go to tiktrader.com, and you can basically, if you scroll down, you can sign up for the beta launch, which is going to be a private launch. And I'm going to leave your email address here, and I will send you an invite link when it's time to test this thing out, and you can be the first that's going to turn yourself into a Jane Street trader. Of course, we also have a Discord community. Jump into that community because, like I said, if you have features you want to see added, if you have feedback, jump into the Discord community. I'm also gonna explain a lot about how to make market making algorithms, because right now it's possible, right? You could not do it in the past, but now you can, because you have access to real-time information. You can visualize them, and we're also going to add a backtesting engine and all that stuff. So it's going to be amazing, right? So first of all, subscribe for the beta here on tiktrader.com, and of course give this video a like. Leave your feedback here. What do you think about this? How are you going to use this? What do you think is going to be useful? How do you feel about this? Leave that into the comments here, and of course join the Discord, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Peace out.